We apologize for the drop signal there, but we do have the live stream coming back up on YouTube, it looks like, so we'll try to share that with folks if they want to still be able to tune in. Nick Martinez on the lead spot there, the rider in black and white. Black and white, blue and white. Pulls up to the right-hand side, making room for others. So again, looking a little bit, almost like a tempo, the speed of the field is consistently fast, as everyone knows that if you're anywhere in the back of this large group, it's going to be that much more work to go get points. Some riders, as they leave the front, aren't even willing to go all the way to the back and sit on a wheel. They've got to kind of pinch their way forward whenever they can. And with every passing lap, it's like that gambler's issue in your head. You think, well, the last lap wasn't, so the next lap is more likely to be the bell, right? And every time there's not a bell, it's like it builds that anxiety. Like, we got to get there to the front. He's got his hands on the bell at 16, and there's no bell ringing. Steve Wilson's at the front, number 25. Might have liked that to happen then and there, but it did not. He'll pull up to the right. The Rocket makes his first appearance here at the Velodrome this season. It's Richter at the front for Fount Cycling. Joined by a couple of his teammates in that dark green kit. A Seattle team that we've got many riders represented out here now in the last couple of seasons. They've been growing and competing here at the Velodrome regularly. 15 to go. As Richter takes his effort at the front for a full lap. There's that first bell at 14 laps to go. A little bit later than you might get on a 4x5. This first sprint now underway. Still at the front is Richter. He'll get up and out of the saddle. He's going to get this field up to speed. He's got some teammates behind him, although they're all racing their own race, as Brando Russell's in a great spot here, as is Wilson right behind him. It's going to all be green at the front here. It looks like they're just going to be able to take this one. Might be all green at the front with Steven Wilson's trying to get on this thing. The light blue jersey making his move. Fount Cycling goes 5-3 and 2. I think that's going to be number 6, Brando the Mando, right in the middle. The only other rider to get points there, besides Fount, I believe Steven Wilson's in the blue jersey. Picks up 1. Our leader of the race right now, Brando Russell, number 6, with 5. Andy Baker on his effort at the front now with 12 laps remaining. Couple riders there at the front of the field that have not yet gotten the points. They know they got to get active and they got to push the pace here if they're going to find their opportunity. 2 more sprints that we don't know when they're going to happen, and nor do the riders. They all know that the final sprint happens at 1 to go, and that's going to be worth double points. It'll be 10, 6, 4, and 2 on that final lap. That's guaranteed. They know that. Everything else, we'll see. Christian Miller, 11 to go, nothing ringing. All right, past the halfway point. We've only had 1 sprint, so this is going to be very heavy at the back end of this race with race points. A warning to number 32 for entering the sprinter's lane while occupied. That's Carl Hofer. An official warning to Carl Hofer for entering the sprinter's lane while occupied. Once again, Carl Hofer, an official warning for entering sprinter's lane while occupied, number 32. 9 to go. The rope's moving, but the bell ain't ringing. Okay, still going around. Current race leader, number 6 in the dark green, sitting high in the middle of the field. He has 2 teammates in the race that are also in lead positions. Chris Wilson, the rider with the white helmet and the green jersey. Another one of those riders currently at the top of the leaderboard with a point in the previous sprint. I believe he got 2. And there's the bell as Christian Miller finds himself right at the front at 8 to go. Bib 5 looks around and says, I don't like this position. Someone else go. Baker takes the front now. Richter's in a good position right behind him. Hofer also lined up and ready to start this sprint, but one of our juniors trying to make a run at it. It's going to be Henry Kaiser with that orange helmet trying to get into position as well. One of our younger riders in this Cat 1-2 field accelerating nicely. It's still Baker at the front, not yielding anyone yet. The bell's ringing again for points next lap. Baker will get the 5. 3 for Richter, 2 for Kaiser, and 1 for Hofer. Points next lap. Baker finds himself nearly in the lead here now with 5 points right behind Richter, who got more on that previous sprint. Henry still got more energy here. He's going to just sprint again. The junior's got motors for days here. He can sprint twice in a row. The laser going for more. Oh, Henry's going to get it. Brando came in for 3. I got Chris Wilson for 2, and I think that's Carl Hofer for 1 more. These guys are just driving the pace like crazy at the front. What a fun event that was there. The double sprint. And Henry Kaiser, one of our juniors. That's an under 18 rider out there that pulled the double effort. Very cool. Coming into the end of this race now, we do know there'll be a sprint at 1 to go. Whew. All right, we have to catch our breath. Everybody's going to catch their breath, including the racers. 4 to go. Couple laps to set it up. All right, and at 3 to go, I'm going to take a look at where we are in the point standings after some crazy racing there. Brandon Russell, currently our leader with 8 points. Henry Kaiser with 7 in second. Chris Wilson and Richter both have 5. So does Andy Baker, all in a tie for 3rd with 5 apiece. Carl Hofer's got 2, and Steven Wilson's got 1 point. As we come into this final sprint, that sprint for 3rd place, 3 riders tied at 5 points apiece is going to be interesting, and it's only a small gap between the leader and those behind, as our leader, Brandon Russell, has 8, and immediately behind him is Henry Kaiser, the junior, with 7. Brandon Russell is number 6. He's in the dark green jersey midfield. The junior has the bright orange helmet on. That's Kaiser sitting in 2nd place. One of our riders without points is Nolan Adams, making the big move here out of the field way before the bell. He says, I got to be a little bit frisky here as I don't have any points, so no one else is going to try to challenge me. I'm an unknown factor right now. Here's my opportunity. Can he get the big 10 here? He's on the move, and nobody's made a big response just yet. It's starting to get up to speed. Nolan's got a great window here for 10 points. Can he get it? Steven Wilson at the front for the Found Cycling team. That's going to be a hard place to get points from, as he's going to be at the front of what will be a very fast sprint. Nolan Adams still on his turn right now. Can he hold off the charge? He's in a good spot. Christian Miller's bringing riders with him. The rider in white has got riders on his tail, and they're going to come in hot. Nolan Adams, he looks like he's pedaling bricks compared to these guys. He's got to go. Can he get it? 10 points for Nolan Adams. No, 6 for Andy Baker and 4 for Brandon Russell. The rider in pink gets a big 10 points on the early attack. Nice move for the Dyna Racing rider there, and a fun way to finish that race. With Baker getting more points than Brandon Russell in the end there, I don't think it's going to switch around their order, as Russell was 3 points ahead of Baker. He gets 4 in the final sprint to give him a total of 12, which I still think will be enough to keep him at top of that race. Nolan Adams finds himself in a tie. Nope, that's not true. Andy Baker, I believe, would be in second place. So, well done for those riders. Our last crew to race in these unknown distance races, or unknown races, I should say, our Cat 3 is coming up to the line. Up next, Camp Velo graduation race. Getting a nice view there on the stream if you're checking in on it. We lost it for a little while. We're back up on YouTube. JB Velodrome, the channel name. Thanks to Will for operating the hand cam, getting some cool angles there on track. In an unusual Friday night, our stream did not perform as well as we'd like. We've been working hard to improve that, and we'd appreciate the thumbs up and the subscription. We promise to perform as best as we can within the situation we find ourselves in our outdoor arena. Our riders currently in the neutral will get their start out of turn 4 if they're all together, and then there will be, once again, 4 sprints, 3 of them. We don't know when they'll occur during this 18-lap competition. That whistle says you can race the unknown points race. Cat 3 men underway. Benjamin Flom has been a very consistent competitor in this field, and he'll go ahead and take that front position, start to establish some pace right away. The rider in black and orange. Riders taking their turns at the front. A little bit more guarded positions here, as a lot of riders, as they come to the front, will look immediately to the right, and they're swinging out of the way, letting others take that spot from them almost immediately. So a little bit more conservative at the early laps on this race. 16 to go. Ryan Meinhardt, a little surprised actually. He looks over his shoulder and says, you guys don't want to go? Okay, fine. I'm going to make you work for it. So yeah, no bells ringing, but if you lose the rest of the field, you can just win the race by doing that. Why not? So Meinhardt now just recently upgrading from the Cat 4 field